have been her lead to the first state lead them to the first state championship with her as a part of their staff in their respective school history. Assistant Coach of the Year finalist from the state of New Mexico, Coach Ricky Castillo, accepting tonight is her father, Angel Castillo. We now move to the southeastern part of the United States and the state of Mississippi to retired assistant coach Wanda Hatcher. Coach Hatcher served as an assistant coach at Pontotoc High School in the sport of girls basketball for 20 years, cross country for 19 years, and track and field for 17 years, a total of 56 seasons of working with female athletes. She worked with basketball players as they developed fundamentals and basic skills while dealing with game situations. For cross country and track and field, she works with helping the administration of their home meet as well as the regional meet and setting up needed equipment for track practice on a daily basis. She has been a part of 3 basketball state titles and 2 runner-up finishes, 7 girls cross-country state titles and 1 runner-up finish, and 5 girls state track and field titles along with 4 runner-up finishes. From Mississippi, where Coca-Cola was first bottled in 1894, Assistant Coach of the Year for Girls Sports finalist, Coach Wanda Hatcher. North to the land of lakes, Trish Kennedy is our next finalist as an assistant coach of girls sports. She is from Lakeville South High in Lakeville, Minnesota. She has been an assistant coach in the sport of track and field for 19 years at Lakeville South, 7 years at Lakeville North, Nordic skiing for 5 years, and 14 years in girls cross country at Lakeville South. She feels lucky to have had the opportunity to work with athletes in a very successful program. She has been a Minnesota 3A cross country assistant coach of the year and a 1 AAA track and field assistant coach of the year. She has been part of 6 Minnesota State girls track and field titles and 3 state runner-up finishes, over 20 conference track and field titles, and 8 runner-up finishes. While being an assistant in the sport of track and field, Lakeville has had 145 state qualifiers, 105 all-state athletes, 144 all-state performances. Girls track and field has had 45 section champions and 32 section runner-up finishes. Lakeville, Minnesota's finalist for Assistant Coach of the Year in girls sports, Trish Kennedy. The state of Michigan is home to our next finalist, and she is Diane Phillips. Coach Phillips is an assistant volleyball coach at Marion High School in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, a position that she has held for 7 years. She works with the head coach to prepare practice plans, has designed pre- and post-practice activities, and oversees warm-up, core training, and joint stabilization exercises. During position work, her emphasis is setter and middle attacker training. Her cool down consists of yoga cool down stretching sessions 1 or 2 days each week. Though she has 7 years as a volleyball assistant coach, she has 50 years of experience in multiple sports and has a background in motivation and mental aspects of athletics and team building. She is usually the first one at the gym and the last one to leave, whether they are at home or on the road. She has been inducted into the Michigan Volleyball Coaches Hall of Fame, and she has been honored for coaching for over 40 years. From Michigan, known as the Cereal Bowl of America, girls assistant finalist, Coach Diane Phillips. We close out this category with South Dakota finalist, Tony Thorson. Valley High School in Brandon, South Dakota. Coach Thorson has been an assistant coach for 54 seasons, cross country 31 seasons, track and field 23 seasons. He works mostly with runners 800 meters through 3,200 meters and relays of 4x4 and 4x8 medley relay teams. For the South Dakota State AA meet, he is the grounds and facilities superintendent for the Brandon site. He has been the South Dakota All Sports Assistant Coach of the Year. Girls track and field has 16 sectional titles with Coach Thorson as an assistant. Girls cross country has 2 state crowns with him as their assistant coach. From South Dakota, the home of 6 National Coaches Association national presidents, National High School Athletic Coaches Association Girls Assistant Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Tony Thorson. Unable to attend tonight, Coach Sarah Boer from North Dakota and Coach Ken Miller from New Jersey.
I forgot one thing when we started. I had it in my notes here. I went back and I talked to this young man sitting at table 36, I believe it is. And when he came in tonight, I looked at him and I said, well, you look pretty young to be a National Coach of the Year finalist. He said, no, it's my dad. And I asked him, I told him I was going to have him stand up. So if you'd stand up at table 36, I believe it is. Suppose he went up to the rest. There he is. There he is. The reason I bring that up, because that explains the importance of why we're here tonight. Honoring coaches with years and years of experience in multiple sports. That's the kind of young person that is going to keep coaching profession alive and well for many years to come. So for all the young people here, last night we had 6 at one table. I'm going to guess the oldest one was maybe 3. And it was fun to see the youngsters here as well. So thank you for standing up tonight. Okay, athletic directors are the next honorees to come to the dais. Accompanying President Jarvis is NHSACA past president Justin Davies. Past president from Iowa. You know, he knows who he is. That's good. So again, that's what, okay. All these individuals have supervised numerous state-sponsored activities, raised millions of dollars for their programs, and supervised hundreds of coaches from their respective states. Our first finalist is from Aurora, Colorado, Mr. Larry Bohl. Larry is the athletic director at Cherry Creek School District. He has led 2 school districts in Colorado, Eagle Crest High School and Centennial for 3.5 years, and the last 16 years at Cherry Creek. Larry has led several extensive capital improvements, including turf replacements at 6 high schools and track replacement at 2 sites and 2 softball fields. The plan for 2026 is conversion of district-wide softball and baseball fields to turf. Cherry Creek hosts many premier athletic events for the Colorado Activities Association in hockey, soccer, track and field hockey, to name a few. He has served on the Colorado Athletic Directors Board of Directors and serves on several committees for the Colorado Activities Association. Larry has completed 38 years in education. From the Centennial State of Colorado, Athletic Director of the Year finalist, Mr. Larry Bohl. We now move to the state of North Dakota and Athletic Director finalist Mr. Scott Groko. Scott has served as the AD at Rugby High School for 26 years. He has overseen the installation of new scoreboards for indoor and outdoor facilities, resurfacing the track, and has seen press facilities, restrooms, and concession areas upgraded. He has overseen competitions in track and field, volleyball, baseball, softball, wrestling, and basketball where teams moved on to state finals. Scott is 6 times been the NHSACA Convention Facilitator, has served in all positions of the North Dakota Coaches Association Executive Board, and has been inducted into the NHSACA Hall of Fame, the North Dakota Coaches Hall of Fame, and the North Dakota Athletic Administrators Hall of Fame. From North Dakota, the geographic center of the United States, AD finalist Scott Grokow. The state of Mississippi is home to our next finalist, and he is Anthony Jenkins from Hernando, Mississippi, and DeSoto County Schools. While at Hernando High School, Anthony has been able to complete 6 major facility improvements over a span of 4 years. They included construction of a football field house, football field, and improvements to the football stadium that raised the seating capacity from 1,500 to 2,500. He has served as a Mississippi High School Activities Association Executive Board member and assisted with the state basketball, football, track and field, and soccer championships for 9 years. He has served as a NHSACA at-large board member for 4 years. Anthony has been a state athletic director of the year, has been inducted into their Hall of Fame, and he has had the football stadium at Hernando High School named in his honor. Anthony was offered a chance to return to NHSACA and is the Minnesota State Coordinator for Certified Administrator Tests. Brad has received the NHSACA Award of Merit for Minnesota, the Minnesota Distinguished Service Award, and he has been a Section Athletic Director of the Year on 2 occasions. From Minnesota, home of Babe the Blue Ox, National Athletic Director of the Year finalist, Mr. Brad O'Donnell. Retired Athletic Administrator Rick Weber from Flanders, South Dakota is our next finalist. Rick spent 28 years at Flanders High School. During his tenure, he helped coordinate building a new gymnasium, added a weight room, demolished the old track and installed a new one, added new lights and irrigation system to the football field, upgraded crow's nests at the football field, and upgrades in the main gymnasium. That was done while installing geothermal heating and cooling in the gyms. He has been a chair for state qualifying events in basketball, volleyball, track and field, cross country, wrestling, and golf. He served as the head umpire for 6 years for the Class A portion of the state track and field meet. Rick served as president of the SDHSAA Board of Directors, has twice been the South Dakota nominee for National Athletic Director of the Year, and has won the National State Award of Merit, and been a South Dakota Athletic Director of the Year. He is recognized as an authority on all sports, is a bridge between the old and new generations, and has mentored many new athletic directors. From the Coyote State of South Dakota, Athletic Director of the Year finalist, Rick Weber. Trish Wickton from Simsbury, Connecticut, and Glastonbury High School is our next finalist. She has been an athletic director at 3 27 years, with the last 18 being at Glastonbury. She has overseen construction of new press facilities, concession facilities, added turf, and installed new scoreboards at 3 outdoor venues. Indoor facilities have seen new locker rooms, ticket booths, restrooms, athletic training room, and weight room. Trish is now looking at new digital scoreboards for both indoor and outdoor venues, and the addition of 2 additional turf fields. She is a state softball championship tournament director and a first-round tourney director for volleyball, basketball, lacrosse, and tennis. Trish has served as president of the NHSACA while a part of their board of directors for 5 years, and she is currently a part of the National Professional Development Academy leadership team. She has also served as president of the Connecticut Athletic Administrators. Of the Constitution State of Connecticut, Athletic Director of the Year finalist, Trish Whitkin. Okay, Nikki Morris from East Lansing High School in East Lansing, Michigan, is our next Athletic Director of the Year finalist. Nikki Norris served as the Athletic Director at Corona High School in Corona, Michigan from 2010 to 2018 before moving to East Lansing High School, where she has served from 2018 to the present. At Corona, she oversaw installation of new tennis courts, competition gym updates, and record boards. At East Lansing, again, she saw new tennis courts, new turf for football, soccer, and lacrosse. She has hosted conference, district, and regional championships in cross country, football, soccer, volleyball, wrestling, lacrosse, track and field, and boys and girls basketball for the state of Michigan. Nikki works as a presenter at the Michigan Athletic Administrators Workshops, has been an officer of their state athletic directors organization, has served on Michigan State sports committees for 13 years in several different sports, served as a volleyball officials selection committee, and serves as a woman in sports leadership advocate, and she has received the Michigan Women in Sports Leadership Award. From the Mitten State of Michigan, Athletic Director of the Year finalist is Nikki Norris. Now the last finalist in the category of AD of the year is John R. Woods from Libertyville High School in Libertyville, Illinois. After 16 years at Champaign Central High School in Champaign, Illinois, John Woods moved to Libertyville, where he has spent the last 8 years as their AD. At Champaign, he assisted in passing a $187 million referendum for a complete remodel of their school on-campus facilities and off-campus athletic facilities. After moving to Libertyville, he has overseen improvements in gymnasiums, tennis courts, softball fields, tracks, a pool, wrestling, dance, and weight room facilities. John is overseeing an athletic Hall of Fame project with space design to accommodate the 165 plaques of inductees dating back to 1896. John has supervised regional events in at least 12 different sports and activities at both high schools that would lead to Illinois State Championships. He has been a course author and instructor for the NHSACA Leadership Program courses. He is in the Illinois Sports Hall of Fame and has received several awards from the Illinois Athletic Directors. Today, he is a finalist for the NHSACA Athletic Director of the Year from Illinois, John Woods.
next category of nominees for 2026, which will be that of Baseball Coach of the Year. Accompanying President Jarvis is National High School Athletic Coaches Association Baseball Chairman Paul Twain from Minnesota. We begin with finalist Todd Hopkins from Marquette Academy in Ottawa, Illinois. Coach Hopkins' career spans 27 years and a 685 win, 186 loss record, all at Marquette Academy. He has served on the Illinois High School Baseball Advisory Committee. He has also served as a basketball coach for both boys and girls, and he is the school's athletic director. His Crusaders baseball team have won 3 state championships and 6 regional tournaments that propelled them into the state tournament. He has been a state coach of the year several times. This is his second time to be a national finalist, and he has been inducted into the Illinois Baseball Hall of Fame, the Illinois Valley Athletic Hall of Fame, and he has had one team inducted into the Marquette High Hall of Fame. From the state of Illinois, where the state amphibian is the Tiger Salamander, Baseball Coach of the Year finalist Todd Hopkins. The state of Minnesota and Cannon Falls High School is home to our next finalist, and he is Coach Bucky Lindau. Coach Lindau is a veteran of 33 years as a head coach at 2 Minnesota high schools, 7 years at Gilbert, Iowa, followed by 26 years at Cannon Falls. He has led teams to a 415, 312 win-loss record. He has served the high school baseball coaches of Minnesota on their executive committee, served on their advisory board, and has been a speaker at their annual clinic. There are 120 schools in their division, and his teams have won 2 state tournament qualifying tournaments and 12 conference baseball titles. He is a member of the Minnesota High School Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame, the Cannon Falls Athletic Hall of Fame, and he has been awarded the Dick Siebert Award. For 35 years, he has been a Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle coach. From the North Star state of Minnesota, Baseball Coach of the Year finalist, Bucky Lindau. Patrick Roby from Madison, Mississippi is our next baseball finalist. He has spent 23 years as a head coach at 3 Mississippi high schools, 10 at South Panola, 3 at Lafayette, and 10 at Madison Central High. He led teams from those schools to over 440 wins and 234 losses. He has served as secretary of the Mississippi Baseball Coaches Association. He has been an all-star coach for the state games, the Northeast Mississippi Coaches Association, and the Crossroads Diamond Club. He has led teams to 3 state Mississippi high school championships and 11 regional titles. He has been a 6A and twice a 7A Mississippi Association of Coaches Coach of the Year. He has been a Media Coach of the Year several times. From the state of Mississippi, where the state waterfowl is the wood duck, National High School Athletic Coaches Association Baseball Coach of the Year, Coach Patrick Roby. Moving to the state of this year's National Convention, Devin Shrisam from St. Ansgar Community Schools in St. Ansgar, Iowa, is our next finalist. His team is in the state playoffs today, so representing him will be his wife, Keely, and his daughter, Kennedy. He is a 23-year veteran as a baseball coach, and all of his years have been at St. Ansgar. The St. Ansgar Saints have won 494 games under Coach Shrisam, with only 241 losses. He has served as an all-star coach and is part of the Iowa Junior Showcase. His Saints baseball team has won state championship after 4 regional titles, and during that year his team had a 24-7 record. In Iowa, he has been a district coach of welcome baseball coach finalist Pete Stenberg. Coach has spent all 30 of his head coach years at Minot High. As the Magicians' head coach, he has led them to over 640 wins with just 300 losses. He has served 2 terms on the North Dakota Baseball Advisory Board, and he has been a clinician at 2 state conventions. His teams have won 2 state championships and finished as state runner-up 3 times. They have 8 regular season championships and 4 regional championships. He is a 5-time state regional coach of the year and a 3-time state coach of the year. He also serves as coach in 3 other sports: football, boys wrestling, and girls wrestling. From North Dakota, where the movie Fargo had not 1 minute actually filmed in North Dakota, baseball coach of the year finalist Pete Stenberg. And our last baseball finalist is Coach Mike Woods, who lives in Chandler, Arizona, and coaches at Hamilton High School, where he has been for 27 years. Behind him are over 625 wins and just 225 losses. That's very close to 900 games in the dugout. He is a board member for the Arizona Baseball Coaches and their Hall of Fame chairman. Under Coach Woods, the Huskies have won 9 state titles, have 3 state runner-up finishes, and have won 12 state qualifier tournaments. He has twice been a national finalist for National High School Athletic Coaches. He is in the Arizona Coaches Association Hall of Fame and the Chandler, Arizona Sports Hall of Fame. He has been named Coach of the Year by both the Arizona Baseball Coaches and the Arizona Coaches Association. He is the only baseball coach ever for Hamilton High, and he is still coaching. Over 150 of his players have played collegiately. He has had 51 D1 players and 35 who have gone into the professional ranks. From Arizona, baseball coach of the year finalist, Mike Woods. Unable to attend tonight, Coach Brad Gunther from Michigan and Coach Zach Hobbs from Kentucky.
From Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Our first finalist comes from Seco, Montana, and Malta High School, and he is Coach David Costi. David is a 30-year head coaching veteran with 10 years at Seco High School and 20 years at Malta High School. He has led these teams to 460 wins. He has led the Mustangs to 3 state titles in 2012, 13, and 17, and they have 2 state runners-up finishes. He has been honored with a 30-year longevity award and 4 state Coach of the Year awards. He has tried to step away from coaching twice, but there is no one to take it, so he returns. Must have a very interesting one. Okay. His main occupation, he has a 500-head cow-calf operation, and he figures that it costs him 4 times his coaching salary and coach during the winter, but he just loves being around the basketball community. From the state of Montana, with a population density of 7.09 people per square mile, our first boys basketball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach David Costi. Lauren DeYoung from Lawrence City, Iowa, and Siouxland Christian High School is our next finalist. Upon beginning his career, he spent his first year in Churchill, Montana. He then moved to Orange City, Iowa, where he has spent the last 34 years. He has led teams to over 615 wins. He has served as the Iowa Boys Basketball Advisory Board and has Program Director of the Native American Basketball Camp in New Mexico and South Dakota. His high school teams have won 2 state championships and have 2 state runners-up finishes. He has been an Iowa 3A Coach of the Year twice and Coach of the Year for all classes 1 time. From the Hawkeye State of Iowa, Boys Basketball Coach of the Year finalist, Lauren DeYoung. We follow the Mississippi River south to the state of Louisiana as we welcome to the dais finalist Errol Goff. Coach Goff is from Hammond, Louisiana, and Archbishop Hannon High School. He has been the head coach at Archbishop Hannon for 9 years after beginning his career at St. Thomas Aquinas, where he spent 19 years. His teams have over 550 wins. Coach has served as Vice President and Secretary of the Louisiana High School Basketball Coaches Association and served on several of the related committees. His teams have won 4 state titles with 1 state runner-up finish. He has been a State 2A and State 4A Coach of the Year, as well as the Louisiana Sports Writers 2008 Coach of the Year. His biggest win is seeing young men use lessons that they were taught on his team as they raise their families. From the Bayou State of Louisiana, Boys Basketball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Errol Goff. Our next finalist is Darren Matter from Century High School in Bismarck, North Dakota, where he coaches the Century Patriots. During his 16 head coaching years at Century High School, he has led them to over 300 wins. He served as a clinician at the NHSACA summer meeting in Bismarck in 2024 and has also been a clinician at 5 North Dakota state conventions. 6 times he has been an all-star coach for the Lions All-Star Game. He has led teams to 3 state championships, 2 state runner-up finishes, and 5 regional crowns. He has been a 5-time North Dakota Coach of the Year, a 7-time West Region Coach of the Year, and in 2018 he was selected High School Boys Coach of the Year by the State Associated Press Sports Writers and Sportscasters. He is a member of the Bismarck High School Athletic Hall of Fame. From the Peace Garden State of North Dakota, Boys Basketball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Darren Matter. We welcome finalist Paul Robb from Castlewood, South Dakota as our next Boys Basketball Coach of the Year finalist. Coach Ross has been a head basketball coach for 39 years at 4 South Dakota high schools. He has led teams to over 620 wins, has been an assistant coach and a head coach for their Coaches Association's All-Star Game, and served as a clinician at several coaching clinics. His teams have garnered 1 state title and have finished as state runner-up twice. Twice he was named State Coach of the Year and has been inducted into the South Dakota Basketball Coaches Association's Hall of Shrine. He is the longest tenured active coach in South Dakota boys basketball. During his 40 years as a head coach, he has never missed a game. His career began as he tried to win each game on the court, but it evolved into just trying to win off the court. In the land of infinite variety, state of South Dakota, boys basketball coach finalist, Coach Paul Robb. Coach Todd Shays from Kent Denver High School in Denver, Colorado is our next finalist. As a 32-year head coach, he has led his teams to a 563 and 217 win-loss record. During his coaching years, he has served as president of the Colorado High School Coaches Association. There are 61 Colorado high schools in their division, and Coach Shays has led his teams to 2 state crowns and 4 state runner-up finishes. He is in the Metropolitan League Hall of Fame, has been a 4A Coach of the Year selection by the Denver Post, as well as a 3A Coach of the Year selection by the Denver Post and Rocky Mountain News. Coach Shays is a nephew of NBA Hall of Famer Dolph Shays, and he has several other connections to NBA history. From the last frontier state of Colorado, boys basketball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Todd Shays. Auburn High School in Auburn, Nebraska is home of our next finalist, and he is Coach Jim Weeks. Coach, during part of a Nebraska state record of 6 consecutive state tournament final appearances between 2014 and 2019. And during those years, his team won 67 straight games. Jim continues to be an active coach in Nebraska, and now he is a National Boys Basketball Coach of the Year finalist. Coach Jim Weeks. The other finalist who was unable to be here with us tonight, we go for state of Minnesota, Coach Barry Wooler.
The next category for Coach of the Year nominees for 2026 will be those in the sport of girls basketball. Accompanying President Jarvis is girls basketball chairman Bart Smith from Waukee, Iowa. Our first finalist comes from Mississippi, and he is Coach Trent Adar. He lives in New Albany, and he coaches in Ingomar High School. Coach Adair has spent all of his 16-year head coaching career in Ingomar High, leading his girls to 387 and 114 win-loss record. He has been a coach for the Northeast Mississippi All-Star Game. Coach has led the Falcon girls basketball to 7 state championships after qualifying for the state tourney 10 times. He has been a Mississippi State Coach of the Year and a 10-time Mississippi Regional Coach of the Year. He graduated from Ingeborg Attendance Center and now has come back to be their head girls coach. It's also where his mother taught for 35 years. He has been part of 9 30-win seasons and 2 20-plus wins. Coaching boys, he resigned feeling a real struggle. He took a job in Tupelo, but not coaching. When his alma mater opened, he applied and got the job. From the state of Mississippi, where the state insect is the honeybee, girls Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Trent Adair. Meet finalist Coach Dwayne Donald from Evangelical Christian School in Fort Myers, Florida. Coach has spent his head coaching career at 4 Florida schools, with 20 of them at Dunbar High, and presently he has completed 6 at Evangelical Christian in a 32-year head coaching career. A win-loss record of 660 and 215, 2 state championships, 7 state runner-up finishes after qualifying for the state tourney 10 times are all part of his resume. He has served on the board of directors of the Florida Athletic Coaches Association, has been their girls basketball sport chair, and their overall girls sport chair. He has also been inducted into the Florida Athletic Coaches Hall of Fame and the Lee County Athletic Coaches Hall of Fame. He has had 120 players move from high school to collegiate basketball. It was under Coach Donald that both Dunbar and Evangelical Christian High Schools won their first state championships. From the state of Florida, where the state song is Suwannee River, Girls Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Dwayne Donald. Finalist number 4 is Coach Amber Erickson from Saco Public School, North County Maverick Co-op in Saco, Montana. Coach Erickson has a head coaching career of 23 years, all for the 3-school co-op. The co-op, named the Mavericks, have a 417 and 151 win-loss record under Coach Erickson. The coach of this Class C school has spoken several times at the Montana Coaches Clinic and the Coaches Clinic in Williston State College. She has been the Treasure State Class C representative for over 20 years. Her Class C Mavericks have won 4 state championships, and they have 3 state runner-up finishes. She has been a state coach of the year 4 times, has led teams to the longest Class C winning streak of 73 games, which is the second longest of all classes, has 9 state tournament appearances, 12 conference titles, 6 district crowns, and 9 district runner-up finishes. This is from a 3-school co-op with fewer than 40 students combined in the high schools. From Montana, where the state fossil is the duck-billed dinosaur, girls basketball finalist, Coach Amber Erickson. East to the state of Minnesota, head girls basketball coach Aaron Herman from Edina High School and Golden Valley, Minnesota. As the head girls coach at Hill Murray High School for 36 years, she has led her team to a 611 and 376 win-loss record. She has served the Minnesota girls basketball coaches as their president and their vice president. She helps as a director of their fall clinic, serves on their advisory committee, and for 15 years she has been a section representative. Her Hill Murray teams have 2 state runner-up finishes and have qualified for the state tourney 9 times. Twice she was named State Coach of the Year, and she was inducted into the Minnesota Girls Basketball Coaches Hall of Fame in 2005 and into the Minnesota High School Coaches Hall of Fame in 2023. She began as a social studies teacher and coach, but moved into administration as Dean of Students, Activities Director, Assistant Principal, and Principal. She is presently an assistant coach at Edina High School. From Minnesota, where their state candy is licorice, National High School Athletic Coaches Association Girls Basketball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Aaron Herman. From our convention host state of Iowa, girls basketball finalist, Tom Peterson. From Exira Elkhorn Kibbleton School, Exira, in Exira, Iowa, Coach Peterson is a 27-year head coaching veteran with a 522 and 120 win-loss record, and his last 16 years at Exira Elkhorn Kibbleton Community School. He has served 4 years on the Iowa Girls Athletic Union Girls Basketball Advisory Committee, has been a Class 1A state chairman for 15 years, and on their All-State Selection Committee for 16 years. His girls' teams earned 1 state title in 2010 after 8 tournament championships that propelled them to the state tournament. He is a 3-time West Coach of the Year, a 10-time Central District Coach of the Year, has been named State Coach of the Year, and is a 5-time Class 1A Coach of the Year. In 2020, he was inducted into the Iowa Girls Association Hall of Fame, and he has joined their 500-win club. He has coached almost every sport over his 30-year career, has coached his own 4 children in one sport or another, and he is the youngest of 7 siblings, all of whom have coached. From Iowa, Girls Basketball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Tom Peterson. As we close out this category of finalists with Coach Jennifer Shear from Southeast High School in LaGrange, Wyoming. Coach Shear has been a head coach for 10 years, though this is her 22nd year on the staff, and as head coach has led her girls to 200 wins and only 70 losses. Coach serves the Wyoming coaches on their North-South All-Star and All-State selection committees. During her 10 years as head coach, she led her Southeast Cyclones girls to 3 state titles in 22, 24, and 25, and 3 state tournament runners-up finishes. She has been a Wyoming 1A girls basketball coach of the year 3 times. She is self-employed, so her coaching fulfills a passion based upon her love of sport and the athletes. She considers herself somewhat dated as she relies on a man-to-man defense and an offense based on the flex. From the state of Wyoming, the Equality State girls basketball finalist, Coach Jennifer Shear.
sport where we sometimes use the term multi-team event to figure wins and losses. For example, if there are 25 teams in this meet and your team wins, you would get 25 wins. Okay? Chris Harder from Rosemont High School in Rosemont, Minnesota is our first finalist. Rosemont is the only school where Coach Harder has coached for his 29 years as a head cross-country coach, and he has led the Irish to over 2,880 multi-team wins. He has served the state's cross-country coaches as president, vice president, and secretary of their state association, and has served on their Coach of the Year and their Hall of Fame committees for several years. His teams have 3 state runner-up finishes after qualifying for the state meet 11 times. He has been inducted into his high school Hall of Fame in Austin, Minnesota, the Minnesota Cross Country Hall of Fame, and he has twice been named State Coach of the Year. The National High School Athletic Coaches at one time held a cross-country meet in conjunction with their national convention. Coach Harder ran that meet as a high school senior in Orlando, Florida. Today is the boys cross-country Coach of the Year finals. From Minnesota, a land of 10,000 lakes, Coach Chris Harder. Our next finalist is from the state of Nebraska, and he is Coach Sam Jilpa of Lexington High School in Lexington, Nebraska. For 26 years, he has led the Lexington Minutemen to over 1,900 multi-team wins. His teams have 4 state crowns and 6 state runners-up finishes after qualifying for the state meet 23 times. He was named State Coach of the Year in 2009 and 2021, and he was previously a national finalist in 2023. His school has a large immigrant population, and he has welcomed students from over 40 countries speaking more than 30 languages. He and his team recognize the 3 C's: connection, confidence, and contribution to help individuals adapt. From the beach state of Nebraska, National Boys Cross Country Coach of the Year, Sam Jilpa. Shannon Knott from Vogue, Mississippi and Brookhaven High School is our next finalist. He has led the Panthers cross country program for 11 years with nearly 1,250 wins. They have 4 state crowns and 3 state runner-up finishes. He was selected as a Mississippi Association of Coaches Coach of the Year in 2021, as well as the Mississippi Activities Association Coach of the Year that same year. He has coached girls cross country before taking over the boys program in 2015. The boys program won its first state title in 2017 with consecutive state titles won from 2019 to 2021. He has had 3 individual boys win state crowns, including his own son, and several of his team members have gone on to run at collegiate ranks, including 2 of our military academies. From the Mudcat State in Mississippi, boys cross country Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Shannon Knott. Back to the upper Midwest, the state of Iowa, in Monticello High School, Dan Saucer is our next finalist. After 3 years at Winterset High, Coach Saucer moved to Monticello, where he has spent the last 22 years. He has led teams to over 3,670 wins. He serves the athletes of Iowa on the cross-country advisory committee. He has coached softball, track and field, and basketball, but none for as many years as the 30 that he has been an assistant or head coach in boys cross-country. There are 72 teams in their cross-country division, and he has led teams to 4 state titles and 2 state runner-up finishes. He has been named Regional Coach of the Year in Iowa 7 times and State Coach of the Year 4 times. He was presently a national finalist in 2019. From Monticello, Iowa, boys cross-country finalist, Coach Dan Saucer. Our last finalist in this division is from the state of South Dakota, and he is Coach Luke Vanderlees. Coach Vanderlees has taught and coached at Sioux Falls Christian High School for 12 years. During those years, he has led teams to over 1,260 wins. Falls Christian has won 6 state titles in the last 10 years. And they also have 2 state runner-up finishes. They are consistently about 80 kids on the cross-country team at Sioux Falls Christian, while 24 of his boys have earned all-state honors. From the Mount Rushmore State of South Dakota, NHSACA Boys Cross Country Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Luke Vanderleest. Other finalists who are not able to be with us tonight are Matthew Cieslik from New Jersey, Tim Dalton from Michigan, and Frankie Ruiz from Florida.
The next category of nominees for 2026 will be that of Girls Cross Country Coach of the Year. Accompanying President Jarvis is past President Joe Cliff from the state of Illinois. We begin with Greg Brown from Mandan High School in Mandan, North Dakota. Coach Brown was a coach at Watford City, North Dakota for 13 years before moving to Mandan, where he has been for 2 years. He has led girls cross-country teams to over 1,650 wins, 685 losses. Coach Brown has served the North Dakota coaches as he advanced through their Coaches Association offices, and he has been on their advisory committee. Plus, he has served as the National High School Coaches National Sports Chair. He has also been a clinician on both the state and national level. He has led teams to 1 state championship and 2 state runners-up finishes. He has been honored by being named North Dakota State Cross Country Coach of the Year. Each year he sends a handwritten congratulatory letter to each of his senior runners. From North Dakota, Girls Cross Country finalist Greg Brown. From the Upper Midwest to Connecticut, welcome to the state dais, Brian Collins from East Hartford and Glastonbury High School. During his 25 years as a head coach, all at Glastonbury, he has led his teams to a win-loss record of 1,886 and 224. He has been the Connecticut Girls Cross Country Chair for 5 years and served on their cross-country committee for 10 years. His girls have won 6 state open championships, 11 Class LL titles, and many league and conference championships. Twice he has been a finalist for national honors. He has been inducted into the Connecticut Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and he has been named as their state coach of the year 1 time. He has told both athletes and their parents, "You will laugh with me or at me, but either way you'll be laughing and enjoying yourself." Some girls who have been cut from other sports have earned all conference or all state honors in cross country under Coach Collins. From the state that was first to establish a speed limit, Connecticut Girls Cross Country National Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Brian Collins. Seward, Nebraska High School in Seward, Nebraska is home to our next finalist, and he is Coach Kurt Holliday. All of his 29 years as a head coach have been spent at Seward High, as he has led them to over 2,400 wins. He has been a speaker at several clinics, including the Nebraska Coaches Clinic, the Doane College Session on Distance Running, and the Concordia Session on Distance Running. His teams have won 4 Nebraska state titles, and they have 2 Nebraska state runner-up finishes. He has twice been named State Coach of the Year, and he is a Jerry Stein Level 1, Level 2, and Level 3, Victory Milestone Award winner. His mother was the impetus behind his own running, and that probably began when he was 3 months old. He was entered into a crawling contest, which he won. When he was hired, he had 2 girls show up at the opening day of practice. He needed to recruit 2 more before they could be counted as a team. He found them. In the last 26 years, his girls have finished 20 times in the top 11 in state. From Nebraska Girls Cross Cross Country finalist, Coach Kurt Holliday. We now move to the host state of Iowa as we honor girls cross country finalist Kevin Carney. Coach Carney is head coach for girls cross country at South Winchek High School in Palmer, Iowa. As a 31-year head coach, all at South Winchek, he has led the Warriors girls cross country program to nearly 2,700 multi-team wins. Included in those wins is one state championship and 4 state runner-up finishes. He has served on the Iowa Cross Country Advisory Committee for 4 terms. He has served on the Iowa Association of Track and Cross Country Team and individual ranking committees. He has been a speaker at national conventions, and he has been a nominee for national honors several times in the past. Coach has been a 1A Girls State Cross Country Coach of the Year, 12 times a Regional Coach of the Year, and a recipient of the Iowa Golden Plaque of Distinction. From the Hawkeye State of Iowa, girls cross country finalist, Coach Kevin Carney. Our next girls cross country finalist comes from Oak Hall High in Gainesville, Florida. And he is Coach Edwin McTurris IV. He has been coaching at Oak Hall High for 27 years with a current record of 3,216 wins. He has a postseason record of 1,012 wins and 121 losses. The Coach McTurris-led Eagles girls cross-country teams have won 5 Florida state championships, and they have 7 state runner-up finishes. Coach has been named Class 1A Coach of the Year 3 times in 2012, 16, and 22. He has been a Media Coach of the Year 15 times. He was first hired to coach basketball and nothing more 31 years ago. What began with very unfamiliar challenges grew into one of the most meaningful chapters of his career. His team qualified for the state championship meet 25 consecutive years. Girls cross country finalist from Gainesville, Florida, where the state flag is the key line flag, Coach Edwin McTurris IV. We lead this Coach of the Year category with finalist Sean Wild from Cheyenne Central High School in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Coach Wild is a 12-year head coach with a record of 2,367 wins. Coach serves as the cross-country board representative to the Wyoming Coaches Association, a position that he has had for 3 years. He has led the Indians to 6 state titles and 5 state runner-up finishes. Within Wyoming, he has been a regional coach of the year 12 times and a state coach of the year 6 times. With his wife teaching at his high school alma mater, and he having finished his schooling, he had extra time on his hands, so he volunteered to help coaching cross. The next year, the head coach resigned. He did not want the program to be dropped, so he became the head coach. From the state of Wyoming, where the state flower is the Indian paintbrush, our last finalist in the sport of girls cross country is Coach Sean Wild. Unable to attend tonight, Coach Tim Sayers from the state of Mississippi and Coach
4 state runners-up finishes. He was inducted into the Colorado Football Hall of Fame in 2005, the National Coaches Hall of Fame in 2008, and the 8-Man Football Hall of Fame in 2024. His team hold the state record for consecutive victories at 66 and have qualified for the state playoffs 35 times. His staff coaches on game night in suits and ties. From the Mile High State of Colorado, football finalist, Coach Chris Brown. Our next finalist comes to us from the state of Nebraska, and he is Coach Chad Fox. Chad coaches at Wahoo High School in Wahoo, Nebraska. After being an assistant coach at 3 Nebraska high schools, Coach Fox moved to Wahoo, where he has led the Warriors football program for 24 seasons. Under Coach Fox, they have a win-loss record of 187 and 65. He has coached in the Nebraska Shrine Bowl as both an assistant and as a head coach. Chad has written articles for the publication called Nebraska Coach, and has presented at the Nebraska Coaches Convention at several other clinics in Iowa, as well as the Central Nebraska and Sideline Power Clinics. Under Coach Fox, teams have won 3 state titles and have 1 state runner-up finish. The Warriors have 9 district championships, and his teams were awarded the 23 and 2024 State Team Academic Excellence Award from the Nebraska Coaches Association. From the Cornhusker State of Nebraska, football finalist Coach Chad Fox. Our next finalist is from South Dakota. Coach Jared Friedenberg is from Sioux Falls, where he is the head coach at Sioux Falls Lincoln High School. After coaching at Sioux Falls, Washington from 2002 through 2016, where he helped the Rough Riders claim 3 state titles, he moved to Sioux Falls Lincoln to take over the head coaching position there. He has led teams to 64 wins since 2016. He is a member of the South Dakota Football Advisory Committee and has served as the president of the South Dakota Football Coaches Association. He also serves on the Sioux Falls Schools Athletic Advisory Board. Jared's teams won back-to-back state titles in 2023 and 24, and were the state runner-up team in 2025. He has been an assistant coach of the year, and in 2023 he was named 3A football coach of the year. In his first 2 years, his teams were 4 and 15. Since then, they are 60 and 18. From the Sunshine State of South Dakota, football coach of the year finalist, Coach Jared Friedenberg. West of the state of Wyoming and Cheyenne East High School, our next finalist is Coach Chad Goff. Chad is a 19-year head coach who has led the East Thunderbirds to a 140 and 71 1-loss record. He serves on the All-Conference and All-State selection committees. The Thunderbirds have won 3 state championships and have been state runner-up 5 times in those 19 years. He was an assistant coach at Cheyenne East before becoming their head coach. He has been named Wyoming Coaches Association 5A Coach of the Year, has been a Shrine Bowl head coach, has been a 4A coach 2 times, and has been a Casper Star Tribune Super 25 Coach of the Year on 2 occasions. Listening to former Thunderbird football players talk about their playing days is one of the favorite things when players get together. From the Equity State of Wyoming, Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Chad Goff. Coaches selected to sit on the Football Development Council to develop a model for working with youth football. He has served as president of the Iowa Football Coaches Association, an organization that his father led a few years before, and he has served as a board of directors. His Mustangs have 4 state crowns under Coach Hetland, and he has had them in 10 state playoffs. Scott was a Shrine All-Star assistant coach in 2007 and the head coach in 2022. His teams have the most playoff appearances as well as the most wins in school history. From this year's National Convention host site, Iowa Football Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Scott Hetland. We stay in the upper Midwest and move to the state of North Dakota. Coach Steve Kleinjohn from New Salem Altamont High School is our next finalist. This 28-year head coach has led teams to a 166 and 99 win-loss record. He has been a clinician at the North Dakota State Coaches Clinic and the National High School Coaches Clinic. His teams have 1 state title and 2 state runner-up finishes. The North Dakota 9-man coaches have named him their State Coach of the Year 3 times. Developing young men through discipline, honesty, and integrity, while emphasizing sportsmanship, has been his coaching goal. From the Peace Garden state of North Dakota, Football Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Steve Kleinjohn. Mississippi and Jefferson Davis County High School. Coach Mancuso has led teams to over 250 wins. He has served on the Mississippi High School Activities Association Legislative Council. He is on the Mr. Football Selection Committee, and he has coached in their All-Star Classic football games as both an assistant and as a head coach. He has led teams to 9 state championships. Lance has been a Mississippi Class 2A Coach of the Year 6 times, and Mississippi 3A Coach of the Year 3 times. He has been recognized as their overall state football Coach of the Year. 7 times the media recognized him as their Coach of the Year. Coach Mancuso is known for being drawn to underprivileged and less fortunate kids and programs, and that is evident in the charge he has effected in several programs. From Mississippi, the birthplace of American music, Football Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Lance Mancuso. One other finalist who was not able to be with us tonight was Coach Reed May from Indiana.
The next category of nominees will be that of Golf Coach of the Year. Accompanying President Jarvis is National High School Athletic Coaches Golf Chair, Jeremy St. Aubin from Ashley, North Dakota. Our first golf finalist is from Montana, Coach Owen Birch from Hamilton High School in Hamilton, Montana. A 22-year head golf coach, he has led the Hamilton High Bronco golfers to over 2,600 multi-team victories. He has been a Class A Montana High School Association representative for 13 years, assistant state golf tournament director, and has directed numerous local tournaments for area schools. 5 times Hamilton High has won the state golf tournament and finished as state runner-up 3 times. Coach has been a national finalist 3 times, and he is a 6-time Montana Coaches Association Coach of the Year. Coach Birch has coached over 41 years and in a variety of sports, and he has special projects that his team helped with each year, raising money for autism, to helping Cancer Society and helping the Humane Society. Golf Coach of the Year finalist from Montana, Coach Owen Birch. South to the state of Texas, Coach Mark Bergen from Andrews School District in Andrews, Texas is our next finalist. Coach Bergen has led the Andrews Mustang Golf program for 17 years. During that time, they have 14 district champion trophies since 2004, 15 regional championships in that same period of time, and 12 state championships since 2007. Coach serves on the Texas High School Coaches Association Golf Advisory Committee. He has been named Texas 1A through 4A Coach of the Year by the Girls Golf Coaches Association, and in 2025 he was named State Overall Coach of the Year in girls golf. He is part of a golf program that even before Bergen took over was successful, and he has just kept it moving forward so that it presently has competed in the state tourney for 40 consecutive years. National Golf Coach of the Year finalist from the state of Texas, where the King Ranch is larger than the state of Rhode Island, Coach Mark Bergen. Golf Coach Brandon Darmondry from Thermopolis, Wyoming is our next finalist. Thermopolis High is the only head coaching position that he has been there, and he has been there for 7 years, leading the Bobcats golf program to 13 tournament wins. He has worked with the Wyoming Activities Association with their reclassification, and he is also president of their athletic conference. Under Coach Duramedy, the Bobcats have won 5 state boys golf championships and finished as the state runner-up 1 time. He is a 6-time Wyoming Golf Coach of the Year. He has worked in many aspects of the education process at Thermopolis, from PE teacher to athletic trainer to activities director. And today he is a finalist for Golf Coach of the Year. From Thermopolis High in Wyoming, Coach Brandon Duramedy. West Holt High School in Atkinson, Nebraska is home to our next finalist, and he is Coach Todd Hale. A 23-year head golf coach, Hale has led teams to over 1,800 wins and only 710 losses. His teams have won 3 state championships, and he has been named State Golf Coach of the Year 1 time. He began his program with a junior program at their local 9-hole course, where he could make sure the youngsters have an opportunity to play and learn. The closest 18-hole course is 60 miles away. His basketball team has a philosophy of work for something bigger than yourself, and he has adapted that for his golf team as well. From the state of Nebraska, where the state fossil is the mammoth, Golf Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Todd Hale. From Van Nuys Heights in Minnesota and White Bear Lake High School, our next golf finalist is Coach Greg Nasvik. Coach Nasvik has coached the White Bear Lake boys golf team for 37 years. During that time, they have a win-loss record of 3,833 wins and 1,200 plus losses. He has led teams to the state tournament 9 times, with 2 state championships, 2 third-place finishes, 2 third-place finishes. He has coached the 2 individual state champions and numerous all-state golfers. His teams have 12 conference championships, 9 section titles, and 10 section runner-up finishes. He has been on the Minnesota Golf Coaches Advisory Board for 25 years. He has served as an officer, president, and vice president of the Minnesota Golf Coaches Association. In 2025, he was inducted into the Minnesota Golf Coaches Association Hall of Fame. From the state of Minnesota, National Golf Coach of the Year finalist, Craig Nancy. For the states of Nebraska and Minnesota, we have a finalist from a state where golf can be played all year round, Florida. And our next finalist is Coach Rob Robinson from Maitland, Florida, and Winter Park High School. Coach Robinson has been a head coach for 13 seasons, all at Winter Park. He has led teams to a 919 and 442 win-loss record with 7 ties. He has been their Coaches Association State Golf Chair, and he has served on the Florida Activities Association Advisory Board for golf in some capacity for 11 years. His teams have 2 state runner-up finishes and 1 state championship. He was named Florida 3A Coach of the Year in 2018 and 2019. This Winter Park Wildcat, who is now coaching at his alma mater, led teams to the state tournament in 9 of 10 years and has a total of over 25 team tournament victories. From Florida, Golf Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Rob Robinson. Our last golf finalist is from Effington, Illinois, and St. Anthony High School, and he is Coach Philip Zakari. This 26-year head golf coach, all at St. Anthony, has led teams to over 3,300 wins with just 648 losses. He has served on the Illinois Coaches Hall of Fame Committee for 5 years, and he has been the regional, sectional, tournament host manager for 8 years. His Rebel golfers have 2 state runner-up finishes and 7 Illinois Class 1A state championships in a division that boasts 230 school teams. His teams have also won 9 sectional titles and 22 regional crowns. He has 3 Hall of Fame state championship teams. He himself has been named Illinois High School Coach of the Year and has also been inducted into the Illinois Golf Association Hall of Fame. Coach is the only high school coach to be instructor at the University of Illinois Golf Camp, something that he has done since 2003. From the state of Illinois, Golf Coach of the Year finalist, Philip Zakari.
Our next category is that of soccer. Accompanying President Jarvis is NHSACA soccer chairman James Gann from Dallas Central, Iowa. He began in Louisiana with Coach Glenn Benjamin, who presently coaches at St. Scholastica Academy in Covington. Glenn has become a head coach at 3 Louisiana high schools for a total of 20 years. He has led teams to 132 wins. His teams have 1 state runner-up finish and 2 back-to-back state championships. In his last state title, he had an 8th grader win MVP honors. His coaching philosophy comes from his extensive playing experience, a collegiate career at the University of Mobile, and later represented Trinidad and Tobago in the U20 World Cup in Portugal. Those highest levels shaped his approach to the game. Our first soccer Coach of the Year finalist for 2026 from the Pelican State of Louisiana, Coach Glenn Benjamin. From Louisiana to Illinois, our next finalist goes to Julie Bergstrom for Waubonsie High School in Aurora, Illinois. Not here. Okay. I'm hoping this is there. Okay. Our next finalist comes from Bozeman High School in Bozeman, Montana, and she is Coach Erica Cannon. After 1 year of coaching in California, she moved to Bozeman, where she has spent the last 29 years. Her soccer career record is 337, 75, and 51. Erica has been a head coach for the Shadair Hospital All-Star Game 5 times, and she has coached the Olympic development team for 12 times. Her resume includes 8 state championships for the Bozeman Hawks between 2001 and 2024, and during that time she has 5 state runner-up finishes as well. She has been a national finalist on 3 other occasions. 3 times she was named Montana Coaches Association Coach of the Year. From Big Sky Country, Montana, Soccer Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Erica Cannon. Okay, South Dakota is the next state with a Soccer Coach of the Year finalist, and he has coached Tyler Schuring from Yankton High School. Tyler is a 12-year head coach who has led his team to 77 wins. He has served the South Dakota Soccer Coaches as an 8-year board member, with 4 years serving as their president. He has served on their all-state team selection committee, on their in-season coaches poll, and on their newsletter committee. He has led his team to 1 state title and 2 conference championships. He was named South Dakota's Coach of the Year 1 time. He has had 35 all-conference players, 13 all-state players, and 1 Gatorade Player of the Year. He encourages his players to work hard, play hard, and be your perfect. From Yankton, the home of the Bucks and the Gazelles, Soccer Coach of the Year finalist, Tyler Schuring. We close out this category with a national finalist from the state of Mississippi, and she is Coach Melinda Scruggs from Abbeville, Mississippi at Lafayette High School. Melinda has a 16-year career as a head soccer coach and has led teams to 250 wins. She has been a chairperson for the Mississippi Association of Coaches for 2 years, and for 12 years she has served on various committees for the Mississippi Association of Coaches. During her 16 years leading Lafayette High Soccer, they have earned 5 state championships and finished as the state runner-up 3 times. From Mississippi, where clogging is a state dance, Coach of the Year finalist in the sport of soccer, Coach Melinda Scruggs. Other finalists who are not able to be with us tonight were Teresa DeGeorge from Nebraska, Dick Edgecombe from Wyoming, and Pat Malicki from Minnesota.
We now move to the sport of softball. Accompanying President Jarvis is softball chair Sherry Ritz from Wyoming, Michigan. We begin with the state of Mississippi, Mike Armstrong. Coach Armstrong is from Brandon, Mississippi, and Northwest Rankin High School in Flowood, where he has coached for 19 years. On the diamond, he has led teams to a win-loss record of 425 and 163. Coach Armstrong has been an all-star coach in Divisions 4A and 5A North in 5A North in 2009 and 2014. He has led teams to state titles in Divisions 5A, 6A, and 7A, a total of 4 crowns, and he has been a Mississippi Association of Coaches Coach of the Year and Mississippi Athletic Association Coach of the Year, after being named District Coach of the Year 6 times. Currently, he has 6 players who are playing at the D1 level. This year, the year that they were 34-0, they were ranked number 2 in the nation by Max Preps. Our first finalist in the category of softball, Coach Mike Armstrong from the state of Mississippi. From Mississippi to Minnesota, our next finalist is Coach Pat Boland from Winona, Minnesota, and Cotter High School. Coach has a 41-year head coaching career with 8 at St. Bernard's in St. Paul before spending his last 33 as head coach of the Cotter Ramblers. Under Coach Boland, they have over 830 wins. He is a softball representative for the National Softball Rules. He is a Coach of the Year for the Minnesota High School All-Star Series. His teams have won 6 state titles with 1 state runner-up finish. In the early state titles, there were 256 teams in their division, while in 2003 and 2006, there were 128 teams in their division because the state had more divisions. His teams have competed in the state tournament 12 times, and in state tournament appearances, they have a 22-8 record. From the state of Minnesota, softball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Pat Boland. Our next finalist is from the state of Michigan, and she is Coach Alicia Smith from Matawan High School. She is a 25-year head softball coach who has led her teams to over 600 victories. She has served on the Michigan Softball All-State Committee for 13 years, has been on their Michigan High School Softball Coaches Board of Directors for 5 years. Also for 5 years, she has been a speaker for their coaches conference. She has served on the Michigan Women in Sports Leadership Conference. She has led teams to 2 state championships. She has been inducted into the Michigan High School Coaches 2023 Hall of Fame, and she has been a 2-time Michigan High School Softball Coach of the Year. She considers her greatest achievement to be growth of her athletes into confident, resilient young women. From Michigan, Softball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Alicia Smith. Henderson County High School in Henderson, Kentucky is where we find our next finalist, and he is Coach Shannon Troutman. After 11 years in law enforcement, all of Coach Troutman's head softball coaching has been done leading the Colonels for 8 years. Under Coach, they have a 189-40 win-loss record. For the state of Kentucky, he is their Region 2 representative. In the past 3 years, his Colonel softball teams have 2 state runners-up finishes in 23 and 25, and 1 state championship in 2024. He has been a state softball coach of the year twice, the Region 2 coach of the year, and the Region 2 all-sports coach of the year. He has the most wins of any Henderson County softball coach, and the highest winning percentage in the school's history. Henderson County has made it to the state championship game 3 times in a row, and he led them to their first ever state title. 19 of his players have gone on to play at the collegiate level, and presently there are 6 more who have committed to college programs. From Kentucky, where the state sports car is the Corvette, Softball Coach of the Year finalist, Shannon Troutman. Wade Womack from Johnson City, Texas is our finalist in the sport of softball, and he coaches at Dripping Springs High School. During his 22-year head softball career of a 30-year coaching career, he has been at Brennan High for 2 years and Medina High for 8 years before coming to Dripping Springs, where he has spent the last 12 coaching the Tiger softball to 600 wins and 200 losses. He is a board member of the Texas Girls Coaches Association, where his duties are being on the softball committee and on their all-state committee. With 4 appearances in the Texas State Softball Tournament, the Tigers have 1 state championship. He has been honored with the State Coach of the Year award by the Texas Coaches Association and by Texas Girls Softball Coaches Association. He has also received milestone awards from the Girls Coaches Association for 500 and for 600 career wins. Over the years, Coach Womack also received several District Coach of the Year awards and Media Coach of the Year honors. From the state of Texas, Softball Coach of the Year finalist, Wade Womack. Unable to attend tonight, Coach Beth Domingue from Louisiana, Coach Eli Field from Montana, and Coach Bill Heward from Nebraska.
The next Coach of the Year category is Special Sports. The company President Jarvis and Special Sports Chair Georgia Adolph of Flanders, South Dakota. In this category, we have sports that are not sponsored in every state. We have quite a variety of sports included here. Could be sports as field hockey, bowling, Nordic and downhill skiing, power lifting, lacrosse, bass fishing, skeet shooting, and many others. Our first first finalist is Coach Casey Barrett from Dickinson High School in Dickinson, North Dakota. Coach Barry is a gymnastics coach at Dickinson High, where she has coached the Mavericks for 5 years to a 76-4 record. Coach Barry has coached Dickinson Gymnastics to state titles each of the last 5 years, but in the process they have continued a tradition that has won a total of 19 state crowns, with 15 state runners-up finishing since 1974. She has been named State Coach of the Year one time. Her 2024 team set a record for the highest team score ever recorded at the state meet. And the 2025 team nearly broke it again while setting the second highest team total ever from North Dakota. From the Peace Garden state of North Dakota, Coach finalist in the special sports, Coach Casey Berry. Our next finalist is also a gymnastics coach, and she is Coach Debbie Driscoll from Montevideo High School in Montevideo, Minnesota. Coach Driscoll has held that position for 48 years after 1 year at Bloomington Jefferson High School. During that time, her Zephyrs have a 1,879 and 347 win-loss record. They are a small school, so much of their schedule is against the larger Class AA schools in Minnesota. Debbie is a section representative, serves on the State Gymnastics Advisory Committee, and has served as president and vice president of the Minnesota High School Gymnastics Coaches Association. The Zephyrs have 31 state meet appearances, 10 state championships, including a streak of 7 in a row from 1987 to 1993. She has been inducted into the Minnesota State High School League Hall of Fame, as well as the National High School Athletic Coaches Hall of Fame. From the home of Paul Bunyan, Coach of the Year finalist from Minnesota, Coach Debbie Driscoll. Our next special sports finalist is Coach Brett Engdahl from Cody High School in Cody, Wyoming. Coach Engdahl is the indoor track and field coach, a position that he has held for 14 years, and he has had the Broncos indoor program to 6 state championships. This is a program that keeps track of team scores only for the state meet. In 2023, 24, and 25, he was named State Coach of the Year by the Wyoming Coaches Association for both boys and girls indoor track and field. He has coached every indoor state championship from the time it was a club sport until the State Activities Association sanctioned it. From the Park State of Wyoming, Special Sports Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Brett Engdahl. Our next special sport is choreography, and our finalist is Coach Casey King from Sioux Valley High School in Volga, South Dakota. Casey has led teams to a 478-3 record over the past 25-year head coaching career. The South Dakota Coaches Association recognized her as a stunt clinic educator. She has served the coaches of South Dakota as their president and vice president in 22 and 23, hosted a coaches education clinic each year since 2018, and twice been named Coach of the Year while leading her team to 19 consecutive state titles. What began as an 18-year college freshman has grown into the 25-year career with a coach who has coached with 15 different schools to help each develop their own program. From the Sunshine State of South Dakota, Coach of the Year finalist in special sports, Coach Casey King. Grand Island Central Catholic High School is where our next finalist, Aaron Martinez, leads the special sports cheer and dance program for the Crusaders. Coach Martinez has led the program for 5 years, to 9 state championships and 1 state runner-up finish. The reason the number is as it is, it's championships in pom and in jazz. She has been the featured presenter for dances for the Nebraska Coaches Association. She has authored a Nebraska Coaches Association Huddle Coaches Playbook that featured an article on program building. Coach is not a studio dance teacher who relied on her manager and team builder skills, but offered the job at Grand Island Central Catholic when it opened up. Her school has a 16-year win streak and 25 state championships, and they are the second most successful the dance program in the state of Nebraska. From Nebraska, where the state drink is milk, coach and dance, cheer coach, Erica Martinez. Our next finalist coaches at West Delaware High School in Iowa, and she is Miss Sue Morris. Bowling is a special sport, and Coach Morris has led teams to a 171 and 125 one-loss record over 5 years as the head coach. She was instrumental in bringing bowling back to West Delaware High School in 2006. It was run as a club sport until the state sanctioned it, and at that point the Hawks jumped on board. It's a girls' program that began 5 years ago. Sue feels that a positive image and teaching athletes to be volunteers and members is more important than state titles. Coach of the Year finalist in special sports from Iowa, Coach Sue Morris. Other finalists in special sports who are unable to be with us tonight were Heather Eberly from Montana and Michael Lee from Mississippi.
From special sports, we move on to the next category, which is that of swimming and diving coach of the year. Accompanying President Jarvis is Renee Schultz, past president from Wyoming. Once again, some of the finalists have listed their wins and losses as multi-team wins. And our first finalist is Coach Tamara Breding from Laramie High School in Laramie, Wyoming. Coach Breding has served as president and secretary of the Wyoming Swim Coaches, even though she has been a head coach for only 3 years after being an assistant coach for 14 years. She was the swimming clinic video content creator for the Wyoming Coaches Association for their conference educational session. Though she has few years as a head coach, she has been the Wyoming Activities Association State Swimming and Diving Meet Coordinator for 9 years. During each of those years that she has been a head coach, she has led her plainsman swimmers to 3 state titles. She has been the Wyoming Coaches Association Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year 3 times, and the Wyoming Swim Coaches have chosen her as their Coach of the Year. She herself has competed in 7 10K open water swims. Our first swimming and diving coach of the year finalist from Wyoming, Coach Tamara Breding. To the east, in the state of New Jersey, Highland Regional High School is home to our next finalist, and he is Coach Thomas Groton. This 23-year head coach has led swimmers to 78 wins, with all of those at Highland Regional High. He has led teams to be 3-time conference champions. For 18 years, he has hosted a swimming and diving invitational called the Girls, G-I-R-L-Z, Girls Rule Swim Tournament, with an opportunity for female athletes to showcase their talent. From the state of New Jersey, where the state slogan is, "Come see for yourself," National High School Athletic Coaches Association Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Thomas Groton. Back to the Upper Midwest, Coach Rick Laffelholz is our next finalist. He is from Dubuque Hempstead High in Dubuque, Iowa. This 24-year head coach, all at Hempstead High, has led the Mustang boys team to over 840 wins. He has served as president of the Iowa High School Swim Coaches Association for 4 years. He has been chair of their Hall of Fame committee for 8 years and on their advisory committee also for 8 years. He has led teams to 1 state championship. He has been an Iowa District Coach of the Year 8 times and the State Coach of the Year 2 times. He and his team stress 5 B's: be 5 B's. Be communicating, be on time, be prepared, be positive, and be respectful. From the state of Iowa, Swimming and Diving National Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Rick Laffelholm. We stay in the upper Midwest in the state of Minnesota. Coach Brian D. Luke from Stillwater Area High in Stillwater, Minnesota. Coach Luke has been a head coach at all at Stillwater for 50 years, leading the ponies to nearly 3,000 wins. He has served Minnesota swim coaches as their president, vice president, and past president, twice in each office. He has been a Section 4 AA rep for 20 years. He has also managed the state meet 28 times, was on the new athletic director hiring committee, and on the new pool design and oversight committee. His ponies have won 4 Minnesota State High School League championships and 7 True Team State championships. He was most influential in implementing the True Team aspect to the Minnesota State Tournament. He is in the Minnesota High School League, the Minnesota State Coaches Association, and the Minnesota State Swim and Dive Coaches Halls of Fame. And he has 5 State Coach of the Year honors. From the state of Minnesota, one of the 2 states to claim 10,000 lakes, Swimming and Diving National finalist, Brian Luke. Our next finalist is from the state of North Dakota, and he is Coach Jake Soper from Minot High School in Minot, North Dakota. Coach Soper has led teams to 270 wins with only 30 losses over his 17 years as head coach of the Minot Magicians. Coach Soper serves on the National Coaches Board as the National Swim Chairman, and he has worked toward the presentation of 2 national conventions. He serves on the North Dakota Swimming Advisory Committee, has been a state convention clinician 8 times. His Minot Magicians have won 8 state championships, been state runners-up 4 times, and have won 14 North Dakota regional crowns. He has been a national finalist 4 times. Coach Soper has 19 former swimmers who are assistant coaches for various programs around the state, and 3 former swimmers who are now head coaches for their own programs. He has been a 7-time North Dakota State Coach of the Year from the state that has only 1 registered waterfall. Swimming Coach of the Year finalist, Jake Soper. We close out this category with Coach Michael Bingels from Farmington Hills Mercy High School in the state of Michigan. Coach Bingels has a 42-year career, and with 20 of those, he was coaching just the girls' teams at 6 different schools. Though he teaches at an all-boys school, athletic directors and parents at other schools have come asking. He and his wife was very influential in telling him, "You're not going to let those girls go without a coach." His girls' teams have a 265-36 win-loss record. He is assigned to attending a National Swim Coaches Convention and then reporting back to the state swimming coaches. For 10 years, he has been a zone vice president for Michigan Interscholastic Swim Coaches Association. He also serves as their awards chairman. His girls swim team have won 6 state titles in a division that boasts 70 schools. He has been a state of Michigan Coach of the Year at least 4 times, and in 2024 he was inducted into the Michigan Coaches Association Hall of Fame. He is also in the Catholic League Hall of Fame. From Michigan, Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year finalist, Michael Bingels. Coaches that were not able to attend tonight, B.J. Christensen from the state of Nebraska and Ed McNamee from Montana.
Next, we move to the category of tennis. Accompanying President Jarvis is tennis chair Lewis Nash from Oxford, Mississippi. Our first finalist is Coach John Balsamo from the Willow School in New Orleans, Louisiana. Coach Balsamo is an 19-year head coach at the Willow School who has led his team to 475 wins. The Willow Lions have won 3 consecutive state titles after 13 regional championships. The High School Coaches Association of Louisiana named him their Coach of the Year in 23-24, and he was the Media Coach of the Year for those years as well. Coach actually began his tennis programs in 2007, and he has been their head coach ever since. From the Sugar State of Louisiana, our first Tennis Coach of the Year finalist, Coach John Balsamo. Northern Nebraska, our next finalist is Coach Steve Bischoff from Elkhorn South High School in Elkhorn, Nebraska. This 30-year head coach has been at Elkhorn High School for a total of 21 years, with 7 years at Elkhorn South and 2 years at Marion High School. His tennis teams have won over 1,700 tennis competitions. He has served on the Nebraska Tennis Coaches Advisory Committee, served as their secretary, been a presenter at the Nebraska Coaches Association Clay, has led teams to 4 state runners-up finishes and 5 state championships, all between 2009 and 2024, and he has coached 19 individual state champions, 62 state medalists, and his teams have captured 49 tournament titles. Steve is a 2-time Nebraska Coaches Association Coach of the Year. The Nebraska coaches have honored Coach Bischoff for 45 years of service. From Nebraska, the state dance is the square dance, Coach Steve Bischoff. Coach Demuray from Mayo High School in Rochester, Minnesota is our next finalist. Coach Demuray is a 6-year head coach, all at Mayo, after 28 years as an assistant coach, who has led the girls tennis team to a win-loss record of 127-11 and 2 state championships. Twice he has been named Minnesota Coaches Association Coach of the Year. His team is currently on a 76-match winning streak. The long-term look at the Mayo girls tennis teams shows that they have qualified for the state tennis tournament 28 for the past 29 years. Jeff states that being a part of shaping the lives of future decision makers is the main reason that he coaches. From Minnesota, the land of sky blue waters, Tennis Coach of the Year, Coach Jeff Demuray. Covington Catholic High School in Park Hills, Kentucky, is home of our next tennis finalist, and he is Coach Al Herzenberg. This 35-year head coach of all those years at Covington Catholic, he has led teams to a 484 and 71 win-loss record. He has been the section representative from his all-boys school, and he has served on the state tennis seed committee for 10 years. Coach Herzenberg's tennis team has 3 state titles and 3 state runners-up finishes after winning state qualifying tournaments 25 times. The 3 state titles were consecutive in 2023, 24, and 25. He has been Kentucky State Coach of the Year twice, and he has been inducted into 3 Halls of Fame: the Northern Kentucky Athletic Directors Association, the Northern Kentucky Sports Hall of Fame, and the Covington Catholic High School Hall of Fame. From the Bluegrass State of Kentucky, Tennis Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Al Herzenberg. For 18 years, her teams have a win-loss record of 561 and 103. Coach Martin has served on the Michigan Tennis Coaches Association Board of Directors, has been on their Grievance and Claims Committee, on their Workshop Committee, on their 50-year Reunion Committee, and she has been on the Michigan High School Athletic Association Tennis Advisory Board. for teams that won 2 state championships. Has been named Coach of the Year 1 time, ranks 4th highest among active coaches with 74 tournament wins, and ranks 5th among active coaches with a total number of wins. She was inducted into the Michigan Tennis Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2025. From the Wolverine State of Michigan, Tennis Coach of the Year finalist, Nancy Martin. Coach Jerry Morris Carson from New Trier High School in Willamette, Illinois, is our next tennis finalist. A 22-year head coach, all at New Trier High School, Jerry has led the girls tennis team to over 440 wins. He is on the Illinois High School Association Board of Directors on their All-State Committee. Under his leadership, they have won 4 state titles, including back-to-back rounds in 2023, 24, and 25. He is a 3-time Illinois High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year, has been inducted into their Hall of Fame, and he has been honored for over 40 years of service. He always keeps a large team, typically about 100 girls participate each year. Part of their team mantra is their Trevian Triangle. We are good people, we work hard, and we play to win. That leads them to their service project that they do each year. From the Prairie State of Illinois, Tennis Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Jerry Morris Carson. We close out the tennis category finalist category with Coach Peyton Pierce from Tupelo High School in Mississippi. Coach Pierce has been the head coach at Tupelo High for 8 years. He has led the Golden Wave to 1 state title at the 7A level, the 1 state runner-up finish in 2024 and 2025, on his way to just over 100 career wins. He has led the Golden Wave to the 1st state title since 2009, but the 13th in school history. He serves on the Mississippi Association of Coaches Executive Committee. From the state of Mississippi, the 20th state added to the Union in 1817, Tennis Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Peyton Pierce. Other finalists who were not able to join us tonight was Patrick Dryden from Montana.
We next move to the category of boys track and field. Accompanying President Jarvis is boys track and field chair Bill Weber from Watertown High and Watertown, South Dakota. This is again a category where multi-team competition comes into play. We begin with Coach Jim Jarowski from Lincoln High School in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. With 20 years as a head coach, all at Lincoln High, Coach Jarowski has led his teams to over 2,300 multi-team victories. He has been on the South Dakota Track and Field Advisory Board, has been a state coaches clinic speaker. He is coordinator of the Patriot Speed Development Program. Coach Jarowski has been named a South Dakota Boys Track Coach of the Year 1 time and a South Dakota East Area Coach of the Year 4 times. While leading the Patriot Boys to 8 state titles between 2014 and 2025, they also captured the combined team championship 6 times. The Patriot Boys also have 38 individual state champions and 21 boys relay champions. He has been named to the South Dakota Coaches Association Circle of Champions Coach of the Year from the state of South Dakota, National Track and Field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Jim Jarowski. Next to Grand Island, Nebraska, finalist Coach Keith Kester from Grand Island Central Catholic High School. Coach Kester has led the Crusaders boys track and field to over 3,700 multi-team victories over the 33 years as their head coach. Included in those wins is 1 state runner-up finish and 2 state championship teams. He has been a Class C Coach of the Year on 2 occasions and a Media Coach of the Year also on more than 1 occasion. 19 of his athletes have been state champions, with 2 of them earning the all-class gold medal in their respective events. When he talks to his athletes, probably the word that comes from him most often is compete. One can't always control the talent, but one can always control how hard you compete. From the state of Nebraska, National Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Keith Kester. Edwardsville High School in the city of Edwardsville and finalist Chad Lacatos. Coach Lacatos began his career at Heron High School, where he spent 5 years before moving to Edwardsville, where he has been for the last 17 years. His track and field teams have 257 wins. He is known in his area as a speaker at track clinics and as a director and instructor at camps and track meets. 5 of his teams have won state titles. 4 others have been the state track and field meet team runners-up. He has been honored as a 3A Coach of the Year 1 time and as a 1A Coach of the Year 1 time. He has also been a Media Coach of the Year at least 6 times. He has had over 20 individual state champions and 6 sprint relay state champions. 2 of his athletes have been named Illinois Gatorade Athletes of the Year. From Illinois, National Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Chad Lacatos. West to the state of Wyoming and Coach Kurt McLaughlin. Coaches are finalists from Bighorn High School in Sheridan, Wyoming. After 8 years at 3 different Colorado schools, he moved to Bighorn, Wyoming, where he has spent 13 years leading the boys' track and field teams to almost 2,200 wins. He has been a track and field camp organizer for the Little Ram Youth Camp and a volunteer for the World Record Track and Field Camp. He has led his Bighorn Rams to 4 state championships, including 3 in a row, 2023, 24, and 25. Under Coach McLaughlin, the Rams also have 3 state runners-up finishes. He is a 4-time Wyoming 2A Coach of the Year and a 6-time Conference Coach of the Year. And he is in his college alma mater's Coaches Hall of Fame. From the state of Wyoming, Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Kurt McLaughlin. Our next boys track and field finalist is from Bismarck, North Dakota, and Century High School, and he is Coach Justin Miller. Coach is a 9-year head coach who has led the Patriots of Century High School boys track team to 40 meet wins. Coach Miller has served on the Coaches Association Advisory Committee for 3 years, and each summer he is the camp director for a throws camp that has grown from 36 athletes in its first year to 122 athletes from across the state in year 4. Under Coach Miller, the Patriots have won 8 state championships. He is a 2-time North Dakota Coaches Association State Coach of the Year. He himself is a graduate of Century High School, and he is only the 4th head coach in school history. And 2 of the former head coaches are currently on staff. He consistently has about 100 athletes in grades 9 through 12 on his team. The Patriot throwers have been particularly strong every year, placing 1st through 4th and 7th out of the 8 shot putters in the early 2020s. From North Dakota, boys track and field national finalist, Coach Justin Miller. He is Coach Mark Logie from Resurrection Christian School in Greeley, Colorado. 14 years at Greeley Central, 8 years at Greeley West, and now 8 years at Resurrection Christian part of this 28-year head coaching career, teams have put together a 3,267 win record under Coach Rogan. He has been president of the Northern Conference Track League, has been a track clinic presenter, and a pole vault official at the Colorado Meet of Champions. For his school, he has been committee president for School District 6 track construction. His teams have won one state championship. They have 2 Colorado State runner-up finishes. He has been named Colorado Coach of the Year in Boys Track and Field by the Colorado Athletic Association and the Colorado Coaches Association. He is also a member of the Greeley West High School Hall of Fame. He has 13 state champion vaulters and 2 state record holders over the years. From Colorado, National Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Mark Rogie. Our last boys track and field finalist is from the state of Iowa, and he is Coach Brad Beerhausen from Pella Community High School in Pella, Iowa. After 1 year at Twin Cedars High School, he moved to Pella High, where he has spent the last 20 years. He has led teams to 1,774 team wins, including 102 conference wins, 118 district wins, and 569 state wins. These are multi-team wins. His teams have won 4 Iowa State outdoor titles and 2 state indoor titles. He has been a state coach of the year 4 times. Also 4 times he has received the Iowa High School Athletic Association Coaches Achievement Award. He has also been a state at-large coach of the year. The Pella track program went from 9 returning athletes his first year to presently having from 70 to 90 athletes. From the state of Iowa, National High School Athletic Coaches Association Boys Track and Field Coach of the Year finalist, Brent Van Houten. Unable to attend tonight, Coach Gary Moore from the state of Connecticut.
Our next category for Coach of the Year is Girls Track and Field. Accompanying President Jarvis is Girls Track and Field National Chair Steve Porter from Milan, Michigan. We begin with Coach Keith Bornes from Valley High School in West Des Moines, Iowa. For 26 years, Coach Bornes has led the Tigers to over 2,600 multi-team wins. He has served the Iowa coaches by being their State Coach of the Year Selection Committee, on their Senior All-Star Meet Selection Committee, and has been a Senior All-Star Meet Assistant Coach. The Tigers have 1 state title and 2 state runners-up finishes. This is his 2nd time to be a national finalist. Coach Bornes has been a State Regional Coach of the Year at least 4 times, and a State Coach of the Year 1 time. He has led teams to 30 individual or relay state championships, 171 state place winners, and 417 individual or relay state qualifiers. Each year, his athletes participate heavily in a refugee support program by setting up a free store for those in need. In the state of Iowa, where the state bird is the Eastern Goldfinch, Girls Track and Field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Keith Bornes. East in the state of Kentucky, for our next finalist and Coach Zachary Brooks. Coach Brooks has been a girls head coach for 10 years, 2 at St. Francis High School and 8 at DuPont Manual High School. Under Coach Brooks, teams have won 4 outdoor state championships and 1 state indoor championship. He has been a State Coach of the Year 4 times and a Heart of the Bluegrass Girls Coach of the Year twice. He has led more than 50 athletes go on to compete at the collegiate level. He has also had 1 Gatorade athlete, 1 Olympian, and 1 Big East Athlete of the Year. And they have broken every school record in those 10 years. He feels that he is helping to build confident and resilient young women. From Kentucky, for the state bird is a Cardinal, girls track and field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Zachary Brooks. From the state of North Dakota, where we introduce Coach Bobby Huffner as our next finalist. Bobby is the head coach of the Benson County Girls Track and Field team located in Maddox, North Dakota. This is his 4th North Dakota high school and his 32 years as the head coach. Hoffner's teams have 209 meet wins. He has served 8 years on the North Dakota Coaches Association Board of Directors. He serves on the school's athletic director. He's on the district chairman. His girls have won 3 state titles, and they have 4 state runners-up, all finishes, all between 2003 and 2010. He has been named State Coach of the Year 1 time. Middle distance has been their strength throughout the years, winning the 4x8 at the state meet 6 consecutive years. From North Dakota, girls track and field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Bobby Hoffner. To the neighboring state of Minnesota, where the state bird is a common loon, where we introduce Minnewaska's area schools finalist Jennifer Johnsrud. An 8-year head girls track coach, Johnsrud has led teams to 1,032 multi-team wins. In 2019, her Minnewaska Lakers won the state true team championship for Class A schools. Twice, she has been a Section 6A Coach of the Year. She has led teams to 7 straight Section True Team Championships and 8 consecutive Section Championships in girls track and field. She has been a State Coach of the Year. Jennifer has been a teacher for 33 years and a coach for 29 years. She has built her coaching philosophy on building strong, meaningful relationships with her athletes. She believes that trust, communication, and connection are the foundation for a successful program. From the state of Minnesota, girls track and field finalist, Coach Jennifer Johnsrud. The next finalist comes from the state of Michigan, in Olivet High School, and he is Coach Brian Lincoln. Coach Lincoln has led the Eagles to 620 multi-team wins during his 11 years as the head coach. Also under Coach Lincoln, they have 1 state title and 1 state runner-up finish in 2025 and 2023 respectively. He has been a Michigan Interscholastic Track Coaches Association Regional Coach of the Year twice and State Coach of the Year 1 time. Since he took over the girls program at Olivet, his girls teams have a 70-1 dual meet record. He believes in celebrating personal records of each athlete in order to fully recognize their full potential. From the Winter Water Wonderland state of Michigan, Track and Field Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Brian Lincoln. As we close out this category, Coach Shelley Scrimchuk from Campbell County High School in Gillette, Wyoming. A 13-year head coach, she has led the Campbell County Campbell's girls track and field to over 870 wins. She has been a speaker for the Wyoming Coaches Association and the Vance Peterson Memorial Coaches Clinic. Coach Scrimchuk has been a 4-time Wyoming Coaches Association Coach of the Year. Her first year found the number of athletes grow from 40 to 45 to approximately 85. That first year, the Camel women won the state meet by 40 points. They won their state meet 4 of the first 5 years as head coach. She has coached 27 individual state champions and 11 state relay champions. From Wyoming, where the state reptile is a horned lizard, girls track and field finalist, Coach Shelley Scrimchuk. Other coaches who are unable to be with us tonight, Michael Haynes from Montana and Chris McRae from Mississippi.
We next move to the sport of volleyball. Accompanying President Jarvis is the National Volleyball Chair, Jean LeClaire from Sturgis, Michigan. And we begin the category of volleyball with Coach Ronette Costing from Harrisburg High School in Harrisburg, South Dakota. Coach Costing has led the Tigers of Harrisburg for 30 years to over 560 wins. She has served the South Dakota coaches as their president and vice president for 2 years in each position. Success for the Tigers has come with 7 state titles between 2005 and 2025. They have also won 14 state qualifying regional tournaments. She has been a South Dakota Regional Coach of the Year 2 times, a 3-time AA Coach of the Year, and honored for reaching the 25 years as a head coach milestone. These were all chosen by the South Dakota Volleyball Coaches Association. Her 2005 team has been inducted into the Harrisburg Hall of Fame. She coached in the Class A division for 18 years and for 12 years in the AA division. At one time, her team had an 87-game win streak. From South Dakota, Volleyball Coach of the Year finalist, Ronette Costain. To the state of Michigan at Rockford High School in Rockford, Michigan, Coach Kelly Daisher. Another coach who has been on the bench as a head coach for 30 years. Coach Delshar has coached at 3 Michigan high schools and has led teams to over 1,200 wins. For 10 years, he has been the Michigan Volleyball Coaches Association State Rankings Chair and All-State Region Representative. His Rockford Rams have 4 state runner-up finishes and 2 state championships in a division that boasts 170 to 185 teams. He has been honored as Michigan's Interscholastic Volleyball Coaches Association Coach of the Year 2 times. His wife, Deanna, has coached with him for all 30 years, and he has 3 daughters who have all played for him as setters. His 2025 team was ranked in the top 50 in the country. From Michigan, Volleyball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Kelly Delisher. Coach Diane Harms from Dike New Hartford High School in Dike, Iowa, is our next volleyball finalist. And like the first 2 finalists, Coach Harms is a coach with 31 years of head coach experience. Coach Harms has spent 22 of those years at Dike New Hartford after 9 at Charles City. At the 2 schools, she has won over 1,100 wins and only 240 losses. She has spent 3 years as part of a 3-person leadership team for the Iowa Girls Coaches Association. For 16 years, she has been the All-State Selection Chair, and she has served on the Advisory Committee for 7 years. She has led her teams to 9 Iowa State Championships and 5 runners-up finishes, all since 2002. This is her 2nd time to be a finalist for national honors. Coach Harms was inducted into the National Athletic Coaches Hall of Fame in 2022. 10 times she was named Iowa's Class 2A Coach of the Year. From this year's National Coaches Convention host state, Volleyball Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Diane Harms. State of Minnesota and Wayzata High School is home to our next finalist, and he is volleyball coach Scott Jackson. Coach Jackson is a 28-year head coach with his first 2 years at Robbinsdale High. He then moved to Wayzata High, where he has been for 26 years. He has led the teams to over 600 wins with 230 losses. He is president-elect of the Minnesota Volleyball Coaches Association, and he has served on their board of control for 10 years. The Wayzata Trojans won state titles in 2019, 21, 22, and 23. They were state runners-up in 2009 and 2010. Coach Jackson was named Minnesota 4A Coach of the Year in 2019 and again in 2021. He was inducted into the Minnesota Volleyball Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2023. 4 times he has been a coach of their All-Star match. He received an All-Metro Sports Award as a girls team coach in 23-24. Coach has had 3 undefeated seasons, part of which was a string of winning 62 matches in a row. From the North Star State of Minnesota, Volleyball National Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Scott Jackson. Coach Rich Olson from Langdon Area High School in Langdon, North Dakota is our next volleyball finalist. Coach Olson is a 31-year head coach who began his career at Drayton High School, where he spent 2 years, before moving to Langdon, where he has spent the last 29. During those 31 years, he has led teams to 1,038 wins with 184 losses. He has served on the Volleyball Advisory Committee 3 times, been an All-Star coach 7 times, and has been a North Dakota Coaches Convention presenter 7 times. The Cardinals have won 5 state championships and finished as state runner-up 3 times. He has been a state coach of the year 3 times, and he has been inducted into the Valley City State Coaches Hall of Fame. He has also been honored for reaching the 1,000 win milestone and the 25 years of coaching milestone. The Cardinals have played in the state title game 8 of the 20 times that they have been in the state tournament. From North Dakota, Volleyball National Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Rich Olson. As we close out the volleyball finalists, we do that with a coach from Lincoln Lutheran High School in Lincoln, Nebraska, and she is Coach Sue Ziegler. Coach Ziegler has been a 28-year head coach, all at Lincoln Lutheran, leading her teams to over 625 wins and 220 losses. She has been on the Volleyball All-Star selection for the state coaches for 18 years, and for 14 years, she has been their local FCA chapter leader. Her Lincoln Lutheran Warriors volleyball teams have won 6 state championships between 2004 and 2024, after qualifying for the state tournament 15 times. Coach was inducted into the Nebraska High School Coaches Hall of Fame in 2020. She has reached 20 wins milestones set by the state high school coaches. She was an all-star coach in 2002, 2005, and 2023. She was named State Coach of the Year. She was also able to enjoy her daughter being her assistant coach for 12 years. National High School Athletic Coaches Association Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Sue Ziegler. Coach is unable to attend tonight, Christine Mayer from Illinois and Coach Danny Tullis from Louisiana.
We usually get a big ovation here because now we come to our last category, Coach of the Year. Nominees and that is for the sport of wrestling. Accompanying President Jarvis's wrestling chair, Jeff Hill from Petersburg, Illinois. Our first wrestling finalist comes from the state of North Dakota, and he is Randy Burwick from Hettinger High School. Randy has been the head coach at Hettinger for 35 years and has led Nighthawks to over 1,880 wins. Randy has been president of the North Dakota Wrestling Coaches for 4 years, has served on the Wrestling Advisory Committee for 9 years, and has been on the North Dakota State Wrestling Seating Committee for 20 years. His teams have 5 state titles and 3 state runner-up finishes. Randy was state coach of the year in 2000, 11 times. He was a regional coach. The sportscaster and sports writer chose him as their boys team coach of the year in 2001. He has coached 193 state place winners, 26 27 state champions, 49 state finalists, 3 North Dakota Mr. wrestlers, and 1 North Dakota Miss wrestler. From North Dakota, where the state fish is a northern pike, Coach Randy Berman. We now move to the state of Colorado. Pagosa Springs High School in Pagosa Springs, Colorado is home to our next finalist, and he is Coach Daniel Janowski. Daniel has coached the Pagosa Springs Pirates for 34 years, where they won 267 team meets, but he has actually been a coach for 44 years. The Pirates have won 1 Colorado State crown, and they have 1 state runner-up finish. He has coached 97 state medalists that included 18 state champions and 50 top 3 finishers. He has been named Colorado Coaches Association Coach of the Year, has been nominated for Positive Coaching Alliance recognition, and has been named Gatorade Colorado Chapter National Wrestling Hall of Fame. He was a wrestling team of 57 athletes from a school of fewer than 500 kids. From the mountain state of Colorado, Wrestling Coach of the Year finalist, Daniel Janowski. Our next finalist is Coach Scott Mary from Hudson Area High School in Hudson, Michigan. Scott has been at just 1 school in Michigan, and he has been there for 37 years with the Tiger Wrestling. He has led his grapplers to 946 wins. He has served for 10 years on the Michigan High School Wrestling Seed Committee and for 2 years on their Rules Committee. From 2009 to 2025, his wrestlers have won 12 state titles and with 4 team runner-up finishes. He is a 6-time Michigan Wrestling Association D4 Coach of the Year. He is in the Lenawee County Hall of Fame. He attributes much of his success to the establishment of the middle school program in 1990, that so many of his wrestlers are multi-sport athletes. From Michigan, with a median household income of $72,900, Wrestling Coach of the Year finalist, Scott Mary. Coach Bill McDonald from Watertown Mayor High School in Watertown, Minnesota is our next finalist. As a head wrestling coach, Bill has spent 23 years at 3 Minnesota high schools. Fillmore Central for 9 years, Plainview, Elgin, Millville for 5 years, and Watertown Mayor for 8 years. But he has been a wrestling coach for 36 years. His multi-team head coaching record is 1,245 and 254. His teams have won state title, and Bill has won regional crown at all 3 high schools where he has been the head coach. He has been honored as Minnesota Wrestling Coaches Association AA Coach of the Year in 24-25, the 1A section Coach of the Year 3 times, and the Section 2 AA Coach of the Year 3 times. Bill was inducted into the Northern Sun and Southwest Minnesota State and the Watertown Mayor Halls of Fame. From the state of Minnesota, for the state muffin is Blueberry, Wrestling Coach of the Year finalist, Bill McDonald. We now come to our last Coach of the Year finalist. He is Coach Cody Wentz from Battle Creek High School in Battle Creek, Nebraska. Coach Wentz spent 5 years as an assistant coach at Norfolk Catholic before taking the reins of the Battle Creek program, where he has been for 19 years. He has over 3,000 multi-team wins. Battle Creek Braves wrestlers have won 5 state Class C titles, and coaches a 2-time Nebraska Class C Coach of the Year in 24 and 2025. And he was also named Coach of the Year for all classes in 2025. Cody grew up in a small school community with a strong wrestling program. He never qualified for state in that program, and that left a gap that was filled by leading wrestlers in his program as they became members of a highly successful program that he has helped build over his 20 years as head coach. Of the state of Nebraska, where the West begins, Wrestling Coach of the Year finalist, Coach Cody Wentz. Other finalists who are not able to be with us tonight were Micah Cadera from Wyoming, Nate Waslovich from Montana, and Clint Manning from Iowa. You have now met all the finalists who were able to attend today's ceremony. There were 19 categories, and we named 8 finalists in each category. Just to be named a finalist is a great honor. In a few minutes, Executive Director Scott Jarvis will introduce the one coach from each category who will be named NHSACA Coach of the Year or Athletic Director of the Year. I would like to extend my thanks to past President John Hutchinson from North Dakota for writing 152 of the bios that were shared with you tonight. You've been a wonderful audience, very courteous and patient. And best wishes to all of the finalists for national honors. Safe travels to everyone as you return to your home later this week. With that being said, I'd like to bring NHSACA Executive Director Scott Jarvis back to the podium. Scott? Jim.
Before we begin to announce the recipients, we have a special award presentation we'd like to take care of quickly. So, first Vice President Bubba Davis will now present President Scott Jarvis with an award for his service to the National High School Athletic Coaches Association. Past President Scott Jarvis will now present incoming President Bubba Davis with the President's gavel and ring. Thank you both for your work in our association. You guys are tremendous people. Alright, so we have some technical difficulties with our photographs. They will all be done tonight, but some of the finalists at the end of the announcement categories will not receive their picture before the end of the banquet. So they will be at the registration booth area tomorrow between 7 and 8 o'clock. If you didn't get one tonight, that's where you pick it up. So, that's what we've been waiting for, to announce our national recipients. We began with the National Coach of the Year for Assistance Boys Sports. And the very first National Coach of the Year we will name is, in the Assistant Sports category, a coach who has coached for 54 seasons in 3 different sports. And he is Coach Kate Fisher. Coach Fisher has received the 2025 Broyles Award as Assistant Football Coach of the Year. He's also served as NASCA, Special Sports, and Boys Assistant Sports Chair. He has been part of 5 Mississippi State Football Championships. Congratulations to Kate Fisher, our 2026 National Now, the assistant girls sports coach of the year. Our assistant coach has coached 54 seasons in cross country and track and field. Please welcome Coach Tony Dorsey. Coach Thorson has been the South Dakota High School Coaches Association Assistant Coach of the Year for all sports. He has been the South Dakota Cross Country Track and Field Coaches Association Assistant Coach of the Year 9 times. Congratulations to Tony Thorson, the 2026 National Coach of the Year. Now, we turn to our athletic directors. This year's National Athletic Director of the Year recipient hails from the Prairie State. He is John R. Woods. John is extremely involved with the Illinois Athletic Directors, serving on their board for 3 years as president and 9 years as treasurer. He's also a national interscholastic AAA author and instructor. Congratulations to John R. Woods, the 2026 National Athletic Director of the Year. From athletic director, we go to the diamond and the National Baseball Coach of the Year recipient, who is Mike Woods. Coach's teams have secured 9 state championships and 3 state runner-up titles. In his 27 years as head coach, he's amassed 626 victories, and he is the National High School Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me congratulate Coach Mike Woods. The 2026 National Baseball Coach. Our next coach of the year comes from the sport of boys basketball. The 2026 National Coach of the Year for boys basketball is Coach Jim Weeks. Coach Weeks' teams have won state championships 6 times and 6 runner-up finishes. Jim has received the Nebraska Association Ed Johnson Award. Help me congratulate the 2026 National Boys Basketball Coach of the Year, Coach Jim Weeks. We now move to the boys, to the girls, to recognize our next Coach of the Year. The 2026 National Girls Basketball Coach of the Year is Dwayne Donlin. Coach Donald has been inducted into the Florida Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and he serves on their board of directors and has accumulated 660 victories. Congratulations to our 2026 National Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, Lori Donald. We will now honor the sport of cross country, beginning with naming the Boys Coach of the Year. Our 2026 National Boys Cross Country Coach of the Year is Frankie Ruiz. Coach Ruiz is not able to attend tonight. So let's turn to the girls' side of cross country and name the 2026 National Coach of the Year. And he is Coach Brian Collins. Coach Collins is a two-time National High School Athletic Coaches Association Coach of the Year finalist. Brian has served 10 years on the Connecticut Cross Country Executive Committee and accumulated 6 state championships and 5 runner-up finishes. Congratulations to our 2026 National Girls Cross Country Coach. It's time to turn to the gridiron. The 2026 National Football Coach of the Year has put in 49 years as head football coach, and he is Chris Brown. Coach Braun and his teams have won 4 state championships and have 4 runner-up finishes. Chris has accumulated 374 wins, and he was a 2005 NASCA Hall of Fame inductee. Ladies and gentlemen, help me congratulate the 2026 National Football Coach of the Year, Chris Braun. From the gridiron to the links, the National Golf Coach of the Year. The 2026 National Golf Coach of the Year has been the head golf coach at Hamilton High School in Montana for 22 years. And he is Coach Owen Birch. Coach Birch is a 3-time NASCA Coach of the Year finalist, and he's accumulated 5 state golf championships as well as 3 state runner-up finishes. Owen has been the state Coach of the Year 6 times. Congratulations to our 2026 National Golf Coach of the Year, Owen Birch. And now it's time to focus on soccer. The National Coach of the Year for soccer is Coach Cannon's 30-year career as a head soccer coach includes 337 wins with only 75 losses. Erica has accumulated 8 state championships and 6 runner-up finishes. Coach Cannon has been the Montana High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year 3 times. It is my honor to present to you the 2026 National Soccer Coach of the Year, Erica Cannon. From soccer to softball, and the naming of the 2026 National Softball Coach of the Year. Our coach has been a head softball coach for 41 years, and he is Pat Cole. Coach Bolin has accumulated 833 wins and has won 6 state championships, adding 1 runner-up finish. Coach Bolin was inducted into the Minnesota Softball Coaches Association Hall of Fame in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2026 National Softball Coach of the Year, Pat Bolin. Now it's time to announce the 2026 Special Sports National Coach of the Year. Special sports include all sports sponsored by state activity associations that are not recognized individually. Our recipient has coached gymnastics for 49 years, and she is Debbie Driscoll. Debbie was inducted into the National High School Athletic Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and she has also led her teams to 10 state championships with 4 runner-up finishes. Coach Driscoll has also served on our state's executive committee for 8 years. Our 2026 Special Sports Coach of the Year, Debbie Driscoll. So let's move to the pool. The sport of swimming and diving. The 2026 National Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year is Coach Brian Luke. Coach Luke has been head coach for 50 years and has accumulated 2,937 team wins. He was inducted into the Minnesota State High School Coaches Association Hall of Fame and the Swimming and Diving Coaches Association Hall of Fame. And Brian has been the Minnesota State High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year 5 times. So let's congratulate this year's National Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year, Brian. So let's go to the hard courts with tennis and recognize our 2026 National Coach of the Year. Our coach is Stephen Bishop. Coach Bischoff's teams have 5 state championships with 4 runner-up finishes. Stephen has amassed 1,701 career wins in his 30 years as head coach. Coach Bischoff is a 3-time NHSACA Coach of the Year finalist. And tonight, Stephen receives the honor of National Tennis Coach of the Year, Coach Stephen Bischoff. I now have the pleasure of announcing the National Coaches of the Year in the sport of track and field. First for the boys. The 2026 National Coach of the Year is a 30-year head coach, and he is Coach Gary Moore Sr. So let's make the transition to girls track. This year's recipient has spent 32 years as a head track coach, with 23 of those years in the Benson County Co-op. The 2026 Girls Track and Field National Coach of the Year is Bobby Hoffman. Bobby has served 8 years on the North Dakota Coaches Association Advisory Committee, and Coach Hoffner has accumulated 3 state championships and 4 state runner-up finishes. So please help me congratulate the 2026 National Coach of the Year of Girls Track and Field, Bobby Hoffner. Now, to the sport, the slides, and dates. This year's National Volleyball Coach of the Year has been a NASCAR Hall of Fame inductee, and she is Coach Diane Arms. Coach Harm's teams have won 9 state championships with an additional 5 runner-up finishes. Diane has been the Iowa Girls Coaches Association Coach of the Year 11 times. Help me congratulate the 2026 National Volleyball Coach of the Year. We have now arrived at the final score. The 2026 National Wrestling Coach of the Year is Scott Merritt. Coach Mary's teams have won 12 state titles and earned 4 state runner-up places with 946 wins in his 37 years as head coach. Scott has been the Michigan High School Wrestling Coaches Association Coach of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, our final 2026 National Wrestling Coach of the Year recipient, Scott.
the most of you would want to hear much from me, except we appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy the night. Be safe as you leave. Good night.
Well, Paul, congratulations again. Congratulations again, guys.